What is up, everybody? And welcome back to Divine Journey 2. I've been working. I didn't show it much, but I've been working. As you can see, I got everything moved over. I got our coke oven, our blast forge, which both of those won't be sticking around for very long. But here is everything else. I even set up our enchanting setup. But yeah, we've got everything moved over. You can see I've upgraded to gold chests on most everything. Our wall of ores is now set up. I can actually use it. It's got its own drawer controller. It feels good to have a base. And not live out of the house that we just kind of found. I've been working on a few little things. You can see I got a little bit of a route set up over here. I've got our basic roots resources over here. I haven't put the charred stone over here, but we have a lot of bark. And I think for the most part, we're not doing anything on roots for a little while. I might do like this one, but the rest of this stuff I'm not really that worried about for now. I may come through and just do like all the tools and weapons and stuff off camera, because it's just going to be a grind, and I'm not really planning on using any of them anytime soon. This we will use though, and it requires a little bit of crafting. Yeah. I think that's the one we're aiming for. But I'll deal with that off camera. Today, we are diving further into immersive engineering, which, as you probably saw, I did a quest. I made the external heater, which allows us to use this furnace, because it's actually connected to it, to cook stuff without any fuel. So I now have an essentially electric furnace for free. I can't complain about that. Good there. I want to get a couple of machines set up today. And it's going to be mainly this big chunk right here in the middle. Because I want to set up our crusher. I want to set up our fermenter. And I want to set up the squeezer and refiner. If we can get through all of this stuff, then that will allow us to get to here, which moves on to mechanism and applied energistics. That means I can start actually making machines. This early on, I'm not worried about major power generation. We really don't have a whole lot of power usage just yet. I will upgrade to MV cables off camera, just so, or MV wires, just so we're not worrying about that stuff anytime soon. But a lot of the little things, so like this stuff, I'll use it eventually. The thermoelectric generator that's down here, I will use it, but not anytime soon. But we got 4 machines to build today, and we have a few steps to get to each of them, and the crusher is where we're going to start here, because I can use this to break down almost everything in here, with the exception of the oil sands. Those are going to be the only thing that stay in here on their own. They're for a bit later. But to make this, we need a whole bunch of stuff. And did I grab any of the... I did not grab any of the iron plates that are down there. I made up a whole bunch of plates and rods for today, because I knew we were going to need them. And we got to make some chests and hoppers for the crusher. Yeah, see, I got plenty of stuff. I think I actually need... Let's just take all of it. I'm going to need some stuff for pistons as well. I don't think I have any pistons sitting around. But what do you guys think of the base? Is it what you expected it to be? Honestly, A little different than I was expecting. I will figure out some good placements for a few things. So like our XP tank here is not exactly the greatest. You can see it's like buried in the wall. I will have to figure that out. But for the most part, not a lot of stuff is going to be moving. This stuff will move eventually when we have an actual setup for it. But for now, that's kind of where it's going to stay. For now, let's get to crafting. We have a lot of things to craft for this. Most of this stuff we should already have the stuff for. Redstone engineering plates. I need some copper plates. Conductive, which I think has. So, yeah. I think I need 12 of these in total. I need one for each. So I'm going to get to crafting up some of this stuff. And then I will see you guys get back. That is all of my redstone. I have 18. I need this crusher. There we go. There's all the blocks and stuff for our crusher. Go find a spot down here for it. Only thing I do have to remember is not to place it on a chunk boundary. And the only chunk boundaries we have are smack in the center of everything because I designed it that way. So I think should be able to fit it like right here. In order to do so, I need to put a relay over here. We'll run a wire over to it. And now I can get our book out to figure out how to build this thing, because I've built it a couple of times, but I can never remember how it looks. Hey, look, crusher. No, not that. That. There we go. Okay, so that's super complicated. I want to say this side is where the power goes in. So I want that on this side. Let's see if we can build this. Okay, this is my chunk boundary. I think I want it right where this torch is at. Do that. Put the torch there for now. Now I can throw it right here. I can never remember. Oh, it's right here. And then no. Go there. And hoppers all around. And that give us our crusher. Now for our crusher, we're going to need to make a chest. Once we get power attached to it, we shouldn't have any problems with anything. There we go. There we go. That's charging up nicely. Guys, you don't have to be that noisy. This guy's like right down here. Okay, now that he's gone. So what I do want to do is get a chest for this thing's output. All we do is throw items into the top. I will make a little staircase to get up onto it, but we're gonna need a chest for an output. And I just put all these away, but I need them back. Let's make a chest real quick. And I don't think I have the stuff to make a big chest, but I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. Yeah, I burned through all those iron plates already because I made extra mechanical components. Because I know we're going to need them. But as long as we put a chest right here, it'll auto output to the chest. I'm not worried about a redstone signal. It'll kind of run on its own. How do I want to do input on this? I think get the right material blocks here. We're gonna do that. And yeah, block to place that one down. And like that. And now you just walk up here, throw stuff in, and it'll automatically come out into here. First thing I'm gonna do is I need redstone. We are out of redstone. So let's go find out what we have. I think I have some nether ore. Yeah, there we go. Now we got ore. Okay, let's walk away from that for a second. We did get a quest for that. It gives us a windmill. I don't know that we're gonna build this. I can either take the windmill sails, which I think is just the hemp, and a lot of it. But I'm really probably not going to use it. I'll take the kinetic dynamo. That's more expensive, honestly. Anyways, so the reason why we built this is because we need to get coke dust into here, and it's still running over there. All of my coal coke is up top. Now I need the coke dust to make HOP graphite ingots. And we're going to use those for a few different things. My coal coke should be in here. It is not in here. It is up here. Let's take a stack of coal coke. I love fast ladders. And once this is done processing our redstone, look at all the redstone. I can throw this in there and get some dust. There we go. We have our coke dust. I've also been working on making up the stuff for this. I'm just waiting on some steel plates to make the cauldrons, and then we can make our fermenter. Now, our fermenter and cedar, that should give me everything I need, will... I'll put this guy down right here. I'm gonna see if this will let me blacklist the pressure. If it'll let me make that real quiet. And maybe I can use it to also silence the generator when we put that one down. We're going to be using a farming method similar to the one we have over there. Like actually exactly the same as the one over there. That's why I have these in here. I've made those a couple days ago, and I've just been or a couple of videos ago, and I've just been carrying them around. Let's see, we need... No, I'm one short. Well, I have stuff crafting. Take you with me. Oh boy, that get real quiet. Okay, there we go. I've set it to blacklist. Oh, that is so weird to not hear anything at all. Okay, so we have all of our blocks, I believe. There we go. That gives us some iron ore when I want to come claim that. And to build this, the fermenter, it's really not that bad. We're going to build it over here. And let's take these and these. And I'm not sure how I want to set this up specifically. There's a whole setup here, which is 2 of these machines plus a refinery. How can I arrange this best? There we go. There's our first one. And I might be able to build the second one like literally right next to it. because we can input from right here. The only thing I'm gonna have to do is these wire relays. Again, we're gonna have to put one over here. Then we can put one about here. That might work. Oh, if I actually put the connector on top. Will that work? Barely, but it works. And we will run you. I'm gonna have to upgrade all this to MV, just to make sure we have the extra ability to move the power around. Was that lag? But we don't really need it at the moment. We have our fermenter here. If I go get a bunch of our canola that we have over here, we can... I've been working on paths out here. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do them. If I get a bunch of this canola, which is what's going to be feeding this, like a stack, I can shove that into the fermenter. I just realized how far down that farm is going to have to transport this stuff. Uh-oh. I'll have to figure something out. I can throw this in here, wherever it is. Yeah, there goes all of our power on that. But it's going to start producing ethanol, which we need 1 bucket to complete the quest. Ah, there we go. That should give us our quest. Bad smelling alcohol thingy. Okay, so let's claim our iron ore. And we can claim more iron ore. And this one gives us... I'll take the lead. I don't really need it, but we'll take it. And now we can move to the squeezer, which is a bunch of more things I need to make. So there's the last item we need for our squeezer, and honestly, with the exception of the metal press plate, this might be the only one that I end up making multiples of. Because we are going to end up needing another one of these later on for automating like the HOP graphite, which will be this coke dust. If I can remember right how to do this. It's like the exact same design as this one. It's just right up against it. Let's see, we need the barrels. Which I don't use these very much. They're nice, but they really don't serve a purpose for us. There we go. Are you not going to let me because you're up against that one? Oh no, I have to do it from this side. Ow. Ow. No? Did I do this wrong? Oh, right. It needs fencing. Now it should create. There we go. It'd help if I put all the blocks down. Okay, you finished creating your ethanol. I can wire you up. Now you're powered. Yeah. So we got this. It gives us some nickel ore, and sure, I'll take the iron ore. I've actually been running a little low on iron right now because I made a whole bunch of stuff. But if we throw seeds into here, we can get this plant oil. So let me go grab some of that. And I think we can also throw our coke dust in to get some HOP graphite. Don't remember if that's a quest. There we go. We have some graphite dust. And it's starting to make the plant oil as well. It'll make a couple more of this graphite dust. I think we have enough there for 8. Once we get this bucket, there we go. There's our plant oil. And that gives us, I think, the amethyst. Gives us some iron ore. But that leads us to the refinery. This is quite a bit more crafting than I need to do. Fun. Actually, not that bad. The only one that's gonna hurt is maybe this iron sheet metal, because that's a bunch of iron right now. But I think I made enough plates. Shouldn't have to worry about that. I'm also thinking I might take a moment and we're going to step back and make one of these guys, or maybe two of them, for our water wheel, so that when it is not actually using energy in here, it can store up a little bit of power. So like right now, our machines use more power than it generates. There's a lot of power. So I can set up some capacitors out there, and it'll generate to fill the capacitors. And I think if I remember right, I have some iron on me? I should. I do. Those were what was holding us back, was these copper coil blocks. And now it's just, oh, the treated planks are up top. Of course I put those away. And there we go. 2 capacitors. Let's go add them to our water wheel. There we go. Now we have some extra power storage, which means those should have absolutely no problem running now. Okay, so I need to make the last few, pieces and stuff for, yeah, sure, give me that stuff, for this refinery, which next time I think we will be working on getting an actual generator set up. It's going to go right there. But I got to figure out how I want to do moving that one's power around. But for now, let's work on getting this stuff crafted up. Hey, there we go. Got it all. I'll take the silver. That one doesn't really matter all that much. But this allows us to make some biodiesel, which we just got to put down our refinery, which now I got to figure out how to actually build. This is another one that I can never remember. Oh, okay. So we will come down here. And again, it will go right in front of these guys. 3x5. Another one of them. Move you there. Now. Eventually these will go away. Eventually. Should be able to... There we go! And if I did this right, then our power should be right here. Connect you up. I was like instantly full. And I can put these guys in here. And I will get biodiesel. Now, biodiesel is going to be one of those items that we need a lot of. Because this serves multiple purposes. Heavily required for the upcoming tech mods. Yeah. So it gives us a portable reinforced tank. Let me go ahead and plop that down right there. That'll collect all of our biodiesel. Because I don't plan on using it just this moment. But we've got our machines built. I'm going to have to run some pipes. I do not have enough pipes at the moment. Do you have temperature 300? Okay. Hi. And temperature 300. Okay, so I can use fluid ducts for these guys. Fluid ducts work a little bit better, and I think I actually have enough of those already. Do I have the stuff to make servos, though? That's the question. Okay, so if I remember right, that needs to go in there. And if I take this, I can clean up the wire. I can clean up the piping. Oh, do I not actually need a servo on these? Oh, well, I can work with that. Well, hey, that worked out nicely. And there we go. We've already got 6 buckets of biodiesel. But there we go. We've set up some new machines. We got power running all over the place. Look at our wires. This was my big goal for today. With this, though, I can start processing most of our ores and stuff down. And I can get everything smelted up into ingots and get our wall refilled. I will have to go mining for more iron, though, because today was very iron expensive. Beyond this, most of the machines will be more steel expensive, which I'm still okay on steel for now. It's iron that I burned through like an entire stack of blocks today. That was a lot of iron. How much iron do I have in here? Not much. And I don't think I have much of anything in here for iron. Where's my iron? That's copper. Oh, I do have plenty in here. Okay. Okay, well, I can get those melted down. They'll automatically cast into ingots and go in here. So, I think I'm going to call it here for today. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. We're making progress. I was hoping to get through a little more of immersive engineering each day, but I think that was the big goal for today, because now I can unlock these machines, and that'll make some things like steel production that much easier. Getting the generator online next time will probably be our big goal. I'm going to work on upgrading a few things between this time and next time, including upgrading to MV cables and probably an MV capacitor on those wheels out there. Oh yeah, there's a drill you can make. Oh, it's essentially a hammer. What does this stuff do? Operate underwater. Damage, increase the attack damage, digging speed. Internal tank size. I have never used this stuff. Nor the chemical thrower. I do think I want to make this. Just kind of play with it. But I'll probably do that off camera. So, like I said, that's going to be it for this time, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. I have an inventory to clean up.